Welcome to the Awaken On Purpose podcast, where each week I share insight, inspiration, and advice for quantum leaping into new levels of expansion in your purpose and mission as a visionary leader and way shower. You'll also hear from other new paradigm leaders who share their inspirational stories and wisdom. If you're passionate about embodying your highest destiny and leading others through this great awakening into the next golden age, this show is for you. Hey everyone, I am so absolutely thrilled and excited to be back from hiatus and to welcome all of you to a new season of Awake and On Purpose. Did I mention that I'm really excited? For those of you who don't know me, and even for those of you who have been listening for quite some time, it's been a while since I've introduced myself. And as you know, I am Jennifer Spor, the host of this show, and I am an Akashic Records channel, soul-led business mentor, and strategist for visionary leaders and way showers who are feeling called to embody new levels of potentiality in their purpose and their mission. As you know, we are living in an extremely evolutionary time. And before I get more into that, I really want to, share a little bit more about what inspired me to begin this podcast. And actually, it's coming up on a couple of years now. I'm thinking about this as I'm recording this episode. Yeah, I'm coming up on 3 years. Awaken on Purpose was born in August of 2019. Wow. Uh, Awaken on Purpose was completely a divine download. I was feeling inspired to have a podcast, and literally one day the title just dropped in. And it's such a perfect title because what really ignited my passion for birthing this show is that it's always brought me so much joy to hold space for others to align with their highest purpose and the mission that they're meant to fulfill in this lifetime. And I also, more than anything, beyond sharing my own wisdom, love, love, love sharing the stories of others, of guests who, similar to my own path, have also decided to forge their own path, to create new, more sustainable ways of living and being for those that they're called to serve, to really impact positive change in the world. And I love sharing other, guest stories and wisdom because I love to illustrate, just how many people are out in the world, really making a positive difference, creating an impact, and doing it their way on their own terms. And so this is what inspired me to start the show originally. And then over time, we've just continued to go deeper and deeper into many of the conversations. And so I'm really excited to start another season where we're just going to continue to go deeper and deeper and support you and inspire you in living and embodying your highest path here. The timing of this episode is obviously really synchronistic because of everything that is going on in the world. There's a lot to care about, right? But actually, despite all of the chaos and division that is happening, we are on the cusp of welcoming in our next golden age. The best way I can think of to describe, what's happening right now is it really feels like we as a collective are moving through a dark night of the soul. And as you may know, often during some of our most painful times come the most amazing, magical, and tremendous blessings. And that's what's happening right now with everything that is going on. There is just so much that is coming up to be healed, essentially, and released. And a lot of times things do look worse, right when they're on the cusp of breaking through. So I hope that what I'm saying here reaches your heart, and just know that we are on the cusp of some really amazing shifts that are happening in the world. And as someone who is a visionary leader, a way shower, a healer, a creative, a coach, however you decide to show up in the world, I know that if you're listening to this, you care very deeply for humanity, for the planet, and you're very passionate about the work that you're doing. And because there is so much to care about, it can feel overwhelming at times. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that we are living in a very extraordinary time, but know that you are here right now at this time in history for a very specific reason. You are here to impact great change and lead others forward into this next golden age, into this new earth. And no matter where you are on your path, whether you are newer to your spiritual path and finding your purpose, or you're more seasoned in your work and feeling called to step into new levels of expansion, you can always create the greatest change in the world by staying clear in your sense of self and staying steadfast in the embodiment of who you be. This means not only being clear on your path, but when you're feeling called to make changes, honoring that call and taking action when you receive the guidance, even if all other external circumstances indicate otherwise. You're here as part of a group of souls who is contributing to creating a new reality, a new society. It is my intention that this show, that the conversations we have in this space support you in doing just that. Thank you for listening to the Awaken on Purpose podcast. Please visit me and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or at awakenonpurpose.com so you never miss an episode. To learn more about how you can embody new levels of expansion in your purpose and mission as a visionary leader and way shower, visit me at jenniferspor.com.